Now, I know from my background in neurolinguistic programming that the words that you say matter,
Right.
and the words words invoke images for people, right? They get an image in their mind of what that word means. And just the difference between lead and prospect, somebody might say, well, that's kind of the same thing, but it's not,
Yeah.
in depending on who you're speaking to. So if you understand who you are speaking to, you want to make sure you're using the language that really kind of speaks to the heart of. Because if you say to me, your example is perfect. If you showed up to me and said, Nikki, I'm going to give you 50 leads a month, I would be like, no, thanks. That sounds like garbage to me. Like 50 leads, those are like, that's nothing. But at 50 prospects, that's a very different conversation. So,
Right. Exactly. And the thing is, it's like there's so much rational. I think in the book The Challenger Sale, they use the term rational drowning that we all do, like especially in B2B, that we sometimes like as B2B people, we like lose the emotional element of words and how they can have just completely subjective meanings, and we think that they're real, where it's like, oh, there's the subjective definition of prospect versus lead. And then all of a sudden there's these words that get just invented out of thin air, like RevOps. Like what does that mean? It's just something that somebody invented to sell something
yeah,
yesterday. It's
yeah,
like there all these words are just they're just used, and they have a cultural context and they mean different things in different industries, and you just have to know how to navigate them
yeah.
basically. Yeah.
But I think just from a listener standpoint is like, are you paying attention to
Yeah.
this language? And if you're not, it's probably time to, and really maybe making a concentrated effort to capture that language so that when you are crafting your outbound messages and when you are reaching out or having conversations with people, that again, it's you're speaking their language. This is, again, so NLP for me, but it's
Yeah.
such an important part of, people have certain words that they use that mean something to them. And even if you go, well, this other word's the same thing, it doesn't invoke the same image, the same feeling, all of that. And so it's such an important thing.